Hello everyone and welcome to Wellness Wednesday. It's still a little bit of the flu season, so some of us are getting still colds and flus, or people that have it. So I thought to present to you today a little mini flow for flus and viruses. And it's called Flus and Viruses. It's in the book, The Art of Jinshin. And if you don't have it yet, then go get it on Amazon. It's very nicely explained with the beautiful Gilar Cas here in 4 simple steps. And so I will guide you through it right now. So we're going to place our hands on our shoulders and check to see which side feels a little fuller to you, a little tighter. We're going to slide our hand all the way here to the tip of the shoulder blade, and that is safety energy location number 3. Safety energy location number 3 is the key to the immune system. If you have a cold or flu, or if you could possibly catch one, then one of your 3s will feel fuller. So by now you probably found out which one that is. So we're going to place our hand on that side that feels tighter to you. So we're going to place our hand over the shoulder like this. And in the art of jinshin, we're working with 26 safety energy locations. So this is number 3, and this is number 11. So when you're holding 3, at the same time you will get 11 as well. You're kind of holding 11 and 3 together. So really hook your fingers into where the tender spot is, and it can be closer to the spine, it can be a little bit more lateral. You find your own 3. Remember that it's the art of jinshin. Jinshin is an art and you are the artist. So everybody is a little bit different. So again, find your safety energy location number 3. And the other hand we're going to place on 22, which is located right here underneath the collarbone. The collarbone is located here, and so you go right underneath it. I like to use a little material in between, so it's easier to feel the pulsation that comes up. And when we start to feel the pulsation coming up from these locations to your fingertips, it means that the energy is starting to move. So if you currently have a flu or a virus, then maybe it will take a minute or so before you feel the pulsation, or it may be really loud and pounding. So you want to hold these 2 locations till the energy starts to settle down and the pulse becomes nice and even, and quiet, and feels like silk. So let's just take another breath here while I'm talking a little bit more about safety energy location number 3. It means, the meaning of it is the door. It is like a revolving door. It helps both our inhale and our exhale. And the exhale moving down the front, and then the inhale moving up the back. So we're helping this total cycle of breath when we're holding safety energy location number 3. So that's one very important attribute of this location. Another one is that it's located in the first cycle of energy, which in jinshin we call depth 1. So it helps all the attributes related to depth 1. For example, helping our skin surface. It also helps us to harmonize worry. So if we are worry dogs, then that can burden in turn the immune system, because it may lock up safety energy location number 3. So you can look at it both ways. If you worry, it can burden your immune system, or if the 3 is locked, and you're all like this, maybe your head doesn't get enough space and you will start to worry. So it always works both ways. And again, just getting more understanding of the art of jinshin and the philosophy is just a beautiful journey. So let's take one more breath here and see if it's starting to change these locations. If it was tight in here, if it was maybe a tender point, if it's starting to open up, and if the tender point is no longer there. That's what we're looking for, to open up these locations. When something is going on in their body, they tend to lock. And so just by holding it gently, we will open up the area. And then we're going to slide our hand down from 22 to 13, which is at the third rib. It's right here. So you can count 1, 2, 3. Stay there. Again, it's a little bit different for everybody. It may be a bit more to the outside or closer to the sternum. So find your location number 3. So this reminds us a lot of, this is also the first step of the small intestine flow, which also helps with sore throats and flus and colds. So you see how all these flows help on many different levels. And when you have a sore throat, this is a very, very helpful, powerful step that you can do to harmonize the sore throat. Safety energy location 13 helps to balance our emotional system. So helping, if you have feelings that are unprocessed, by holding the 13, they will start to harmonize. 13 also helps with our appetite balance and making our inner child happy, telling us about the child ego state. So let's take one more breath here, and then we're going to move our hand from the 13 to the 19. So by 13 we're opening up the chest line, and by holding safety energy location 19 we're opening up the waistline. So again, demonstrating how we harmonize on many different levels. If there is a fatigue in the body, if you have an immune project, of course this flow is going to be really, really helpful for that. If you have a project like that, you will find some congestion below the elbow, because that's where fatigue tends to take a seat. And so this hold will be very helpful for that. So you can practice the whole flow, or you can choose one hold that you find you will find effective and helpful for you. One other note about location number 3: when we practice the fatigue flow, which is a very long flow, which is actually in the textbook, the depth that's coming out soon, the focal point is 3. So throughout this whole long flow, we're holding safety energy location number 3. So imagine how important it is to the immune system. And then lastly, we're going to bring our hand from the 19 to the opposite 1. Safety energy location 1 is on the inside of the knee. It's also called the prime mover, again helping the respiratory system, helping our digestive system, and allowing us to move forward in life, in our personal life. It's called the prime mover, so helping us digestively, spiritually, and physically. It's a powerful location. It's located below the waist, so helping lung projects, bringing the energy down. And let's briefly move through the other side and take one breath. So you can practice one side or both sides, depending on, again, what you feel like. You are the artist. So placing one hand over the shoulder and the other hand on 22. Take a nice deep breath. Nice. And then as we exhale, we're gently taking off our hand from 22, moving it to 13, which is at the third rib. And then to 19, the elbow. And then to safety energy location 1. So it's a very simple 4-step flow that is powerful and very effective to harmonize any immune project you may have. So let's place our hands together and bow in gratitude for this beautiful art. And I will see you next week. Thank you.